Well, thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Dirt Road Outdoors TV. And this week's episode, we're going to be up in Saskatchewan, Canada at Battle River Cree Outfitters.
This is my second trip up to Battle River Cree Outfitters. Last time I got pretty lucky. Killed a big old mule deer and a really nice moose.
Well, joining us on this hunt, we got our good friends from Pipeline Ridge, Rod and Stacy Fry coming with. You know, they've been one of our best sponsors since day one. You know, we're going to have a lot of fun up here with Lance Albert this week. You know, we really didn't plan on hunting the first night we got there. We just wanted to get there, get settled in, and make sure we could shoot our guns. But we had about an hour left to light. So, you know, Stacy and Riker were going to go with Lance. And Rod and I were going to head off to Kelsey, just see if we can see something. Well, we went to the first farm just to do a little glassing and stepped out of the truck. And we ended up hearing an elk bugle up on the hill. So Kelsey said, grab your gun, Rod. Let's head up there and see if we can't call him in. Well, sure enough, you know, we get up there and we're losing light fast. But Kelsey starts calling, and here this bull comes. You know, even though it was just a spike, it was still a cool experience. Here's the good deal. First night, we got some footage.
Oh yeah, great footage.
All right.
Had a blast.
Just got here, Battle River Cree Outfitters. And we just got on there's a couple elk in the bush that did come out. We got this young little bull. We still got
Right in 35 yards.
We still got about maybe 2 minutes of camera light left, so maybe he'll step out. Give me one call. Well, the other crew ended up going for a drive, ended up spotting the bull, got out of the truck, got set up, and the bull started coming their way. You know, Lance decided to throw a decoy out in the field. That way they would give this bull a target for something to come into. You know, and as the bull was coming in, they got glassed in and realized he was not a first aid bull. So instead of educating them, they decided to back out and get out of the area. Well, all in all, pretty good first hour up here at Battle River Cree Outfitters. Can't wait for tomorrow morning. Morning one strategies together or what?
Boys.
Good morning. We're trying to work out a game plan for this morning. I think we got her down.
Man,
We'll get her done today. If not today, you got all week to work.
It feels good to be back in the sweet
it
grass.
does. It does.
Well, we're glad to have you guys back for sure. It's always good to have Dirt Road Outdoors TV here in Sweetgrass First Nation.
All right, man. It'll be an awesome week. Can't hardly wait just to see how it all goes down. All right, so we're ready to head off. First morning up here. Rod and I are going to head off with Kelsey. Riker and Stace are going with Lance again. They're going after moose down the river bottoms. We're heading out in the prairie looking for mule deer. Well, our plan is to get up on a high knob, you know, let it start getting light, do a bunch of glass, and see if we can't spot ourselves a buck. Well, once we got back to the truck, we ended up going for a drive. We ended up spotting a bachelor group of bucks. And there was one pretty decent deer in there, a deer that probably just needed one more year, so we elected to pass. But hey, let's go check in on the other guys. Well, the other crew had a pretty eventful morning. They went down to the river and did some calling, and ended up having a cow moose end up coming into the call, you know, hung up there at about 85 yards, but they also got to watch a white-tailed deer swim the river. Well, as the guys were heading back to the truck, they ended up jumping a cow and calf moose, ended up getting a pretty good show.
That turned out to be a pretty fun morning. First morning out, and we're just getting up over the hill, and you can see a moose on the skyline. It was really cool just seeing all the colors and seeing a moose there, and it's just gonna be a good start to a great hunt. We're doing down about 2 miles down the road, and sure thing is, I seen a little movement in the brush, so we stopped, pulled over and glassed, and there was a big moose in the brush. Now it's time to put a game plan together and see if we can't get Stacy a moose. We got to cut off like 400 or 500 yards. We got to figure out how to get closer to this bull. We just started heading down the road, and here come out another small bull right in front of us. So we snuck in. We got it within about 400 yards, and we just got to wait and see if he steps into the opening and see if Stacy can make the shot.
He's got his back. Oh, that was a good one. Get a snack.
Thank you very much.
All right, we pulled up here this morning. We were driving up on the road. We stopped the glass and we looked over. We seen a young bull moose at about maybe 600 yards. We looked a little more. We seen a nice bull moose that we thought that was our target. So we got out. We got the Miss Moosey decoy out, threw the collar on, and we made a stop. We closed the gap. 162 yards less than what it was. We were at 400 yards when we shot. We were originally at 562. Took the shot. After the shot, there was moose everywhere.
Oh.
I think in total, we must have seen about 5 or 6 moose in this bush here. And then me and Stacy walked up the road, and we came in around him, and we were right across the watering hole from him, and we got a nice shot on him to lay him down. Once again, thank you for hunting with BRCO.
No problem. What a great
Stacy,
place.
pleasure to have you.
Yes, sir.
And we'll be back with some more footage of us hauling the moose out and taking him back to the shop. Thank you for watching.
What a morning. 600 plus yards down to 400. This place up here is just beautiful. Country's beautiful. Seen so many moose today, this morning. Done nothing but see moose since I've been here. And I'm really glad to get something like this. I really want to thank people like Lance. So, the 34-hour ride, it was nice. But this all makes it worthwhile. It really does.
Well, Lance and Stacy ended up heading back to the shop to go get a trailer and get a side-by-side to come get Stacy's moose out of there. And, Riker decided to stay back, see if he couldn't find another moose.
We seen a pretty good bull to the south. After glassing at that bull, I realized that it was smaller than the one I shot previous, so we'll just pass on it and wait and see what else we can find. It's obvious that that cow was hot because there was more bulls in there than we knew right away.
Well, we just got a text that Stace got a good bull, so we're going to pack up, take off, head back to the skinning shed, and meet the guys.
What an awesome morning. Glad to see Stacy on the board, and what an awesome bull.
Okay.